Hello students, let us continue chapter 10 Light, Reflection and Refraction. So in our last video we have discussed about spherical mirrors, concave and convex. So today we are going to discuss about the image formation by these mirrors. So first of all we'll discuss about image formation by concave mirror. The image of an object formed by a spherical mirror can be easily located by constructing a ray diagram. As we are observing this diagram, for this we may consider large number of rays coming from a point on an object. But for the sake of clarity of our ray diagram, it is more convenient to consider only two rays, as the intersection of at least two rays after reflection gives the position of the image of point on that particular object. So let us consider only two rays. First case of image formation by concave mirror when the object is placed at infinity. Let us observe the diagram. Here AB is the object which is placed at infinity, and from these AB or from infinity light rays are coming and are striking on the reflecting part of concave mirror, that is Mn, and after striking all these rays are reflected back, and when they get reflected back they intersect at a particular point. As according to diagram we are observing that after reflection these rays are intersecting at a point, and that point is focus here. So when the object is placed at infinity, its image will form at principal focus. And what kind of image will be there? Real and inverted, and size will be highly diminished, point size image. Second point, when the object is placed at a finite distance, that is beyond the center of curvature. So let us observe the diagram. Here AB is the object and rays are coming from AB and striking on the reflecting part of concave mirror Mn. And after reflection, the rays are intersecting at a point, and only on that point image will form. So according to the diagram, here that intersecting point is at A dash B dash. So hence A dash B dash is the image of object AB. So when the object is placed at a finite distance, that is beyond the center of curvature, the image will form between focus and center of curvature according to the ray diagram. Nature of the image will be real and inverted. And as we are observing the image A dash B dash, it is very small, diminished in size. Third point, when the object is placed at exactly center of curvature. So let us observe the diagram. Here AB is the object placing at center of curvature. From here rays are coming and incidenting or striking on reflecting part of concave mirror Mn. And after reflection these rays are intersecting at a point, and according to our ray diagram here A dash B dash is the image formed at that particular intersecting point. So when the object is placed at center of curvature C, the position of image will be again at center of curvature, and nature of the image will be real and inverted, and size of the image is exactly equal to that of object as we are observing. Now fourth position, when object is placed between center of curvature C and principal focus F. Let us discuss the diagram. Here AB is the object between C and F, and rays are coming from AB and striking on the reflecting part of Mn, and after reflection these rays are intersecting to each other at a point, and according to the diagram we can observe A dash B dash is the image exactly at that intersecting point. So when the object is between C and F, then the image will be beyond the center of curvature, and nature of the image definitely real and inverted as we are observing here, and size of the image is enlarged as compared to that of object size. Is it clear to you? Now, fifth point, when the object is placed at principal focus. Let us observe the diagram. Here AB is the object and it is placed at principal focus. Light rays are coming from AB and incidenting, or we can say striking, on reflecting part of MN. And after reflection, as we are observing in the diagram, these rays are proceeding parallel to each other up to infinity. So, when the object is placed at principal focus, then the image will form at infinity and nature of the image will definitely real and inverted. Including that, the size of the image will be highly enlarged as it is at the infinite position, just opposite to the point 1, situation 1. The last point, when the object is placed between pole P and principal focus F. Let us observe the diagram. Here AB is the object between F and pole P. So, when light rays are coming from object AB and striking on the reflecting part of the concave mirror MN. After reflection, these rays are proceeding parallel to each other and they do not meet with each other in actual. But in imaginary condition, they are supposed to meet with each other but behind the mirror. So A dash is the point of intersection where they are supposed to meet with each other, and hence A dash B dash will be the image of object AB but behind the mirror. So when the object is placed between P and F, the image of the object will be behind the mirror. Nature of image will be virtual and erect and size will be larger than the size of the object in case of concave mirror. Now, last point, uses of concave mirrors. So, spherical mirrors are very useful in our day-to-day life. Let us discuss. Concave mirrors are used as reflectors in torches, searchlights, headlights of motors, vehicles, etc. Why? To get powerful parallel beams of light. It means to get strong light, more light by a small object. That's why the mirrors are applied behind the bulb. Now, concave mirrors are often used as shaving mirrors or makeup mirrors. Why? To see larger image, broader image of the face. To point out the small hairs on the face, etc. Now, concave mirrors are used by dentists to see large images of the teeth of the patients. Even large concave mirrors are used to concentrate sunlight, to convert sunlight to produce heat in solar cooker, like parabolic solar cookers, solar furnaces, etc. Even large concave mirrors are also used in reflecting telescopes. Some concave mirrors are used as a doctor's head mirror to focus light on the body parts like eyes, ears, nose, throat, etc. to be examined. So students, I hope you understood all the images formation by the concave mirror for different positions of an object using ray diagram. So study all these ray diagrams again at home, and in next video we will discuss about the image formation by convex mirror. Thank you for listening.